My name's Rich, this is Renegade Rolls, and this is, Tabletop Scotland, Day 2. Tell me about this lovely, lovely poster banner thing.
This is our custom Tabletop Scotland selfie banner, painted by a friend of the convention, Louise, who's the sister of Gemma, one of my fellow Yellow Shirts and convention organisers. And what she did was she took a suggestion of our favourite games as the convention organisers and incorporated that into the lovely selfie banner. A little bit of Catan, some Quirkle, one of my all-time favourite games, which is Tyrants Underdark, Root, my absolute all-time favourite game, which I own every version of, Ticket to Ride, bit of Great Western Trail, Carcassonne, Azul.
So what do you think of Dave?
Dave is a wonderful human being, depending on the day of the week and time of day.
Good. Yes. I am joined by Fiona of Dead Air. Please tell me all about Dead Air.
Dead Air is a solo role-playing game about running a radio station after the bombs drop. It's set in Strathclyde, but we've set the base setting for the game Strathclyde because we wanted to really get a sort of very specific flavour, but you can set it wherever you want because we find people want to drop bombs where they live.
Yeah, so if you want to set it in your hometown, if that's what you're feeling like, then
it's something we facilitate, but we try not to interrogate intellectually too much. Why people do that?
Yeah, that's been someone and a therapist, possibly.
Yes.
Yeah. So how did the idea come about? How do you decide? I know. Let's talk about nuclear apocalypse in Glasgow. Yeah.
It's a pretty specific idea. There's a few. So we all worked in radio first of all, which sort of leads into the radio element as an area we were already comfortable with. And in between radio and before this game, we also owned the Games Cafe, and we found that there wasn't a huge amount of stuff that wasn't either hard sci-fi, space, lasers, guns, or just fantasy elves. Not a massive market of stuff in between, so this seems like a logical conclusion, and it's something we're all passionate about. Nuclear wars, you know, most of us are from the 90s where the wall was down. Well, we are. Most of us are from the 90s. The wall was down. All this was stuff that was in the past, but we were told in school, we've got to show you this video, but don't worry about it. What does that mean? Yeah. So,
was it when the wind blows and threads and stuff like that? It's like,
we've got, if you could pan up.
Fantastic and slightly unsettling, but that's amazing.
Yeah.
What is the best dice?
I'm going to go with a humble D6, all-rounder. You can make one out of like a sheep's knuckle. Romans had them. I'm going to go D6.
I am here with Annabelle from Modular Realms. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, pleasure. How are you doing?
I'm very well. I'm a tired man. I've been running around like a mad person. How are you, more importantly?
Also very tired, but very happy.
And yeah, tell me all about Modular Realms. What do we have here?
We have magnetic dungeon tiles. They're double-sided. They snap together. We have magnets that move in sockets, so they always snap together. They never repel. And the idea is you can build things up nice and quickly if you want to. And if you put washers in your minis, you can do spider climb.
Oh, I did not know that existed. That is very cool.
It makes me very happy.
It makes me very happy. That's brilliant.
And if you do, so I like to put magnetic strips on the back of my scatter, so you can do things like snap on windows and doors.
Loving that. So how did this come about?
So I had been doing a PhD in chemistry. I was doing, antibiotics and stuff, and then I had a car accident and a brain injury, so I had to take time away from my studies. And during that time, because I wasn't very good at the whole reading and writing thing, but I was good at making things with my hands, so I started making dungeon tiles, and then I went into my university makerspace and was making more of them. People started asking to buy them. I had a Kickstarter, and then here we are.
Here we are, yeah, amazing. Yeah, and just the different styles and the detail on them. I'm probably going to be a customer in the very near future, by the way, if that was ever in any doubt. What is the best dice?
Oh man, I do have a soft spot for the D20, just because of everything it represents. For me, D&D is,
it's like the icon of the hobby and all the rest of it. I am joined by CJ.
Hi folks.
Tell me all about all these lovely things.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, all of them in excruciating detail. Go.
Excruciating detail.
Yes.
I don't think you want to ask me to do excruciating detail. You will be here for an hour. But I'll give you a quick rundown on some of our stuff. We're Rowan, Rook and Decard. Most of our stuff is written by Grant Howitt, who you might know from Honey Heist. The thing that people are pretty psyched about right now is Eat the Reich. It has just won 3 Ennies. So we got Best Interior and Best Cover Art, as well as Best Short Form Adventure. It's kind of absolutely out there, not for everyone, but we do a lot of stuff with safety tools and things to kind of calibrate with your table so that you know whether or not this is the game for you. We've got Heart, we've got Spire, we've got Die the RPG, and we've got a load of other things, as well as some stuff by Mina McJanda, who does a load of her own stuff, UFO Press, but also you might know her as like Layout from Lancer and things like that. So she's also a genius in her own right.
Brilliant. And my killer question I've been asking everyone this weekend: what is the best dice?
I don't have an answer. I have the answer I should give and is valuable for me to give because they make amazing dice, and that's Level Up. And the reason that I'm saying that is because we maybe have some Eat the Right dice coming out with them, but we wouldn't have chosen them if they weren't both like solid folks to work with and also really talented. As a personal purchaser, I am dice agnostic. I will buy any pretty dice that I see.
I'm here with Kev from Inspiring Games. How the hell are you?
I'm alright, how are you? Having a good time?
I'm having the best time. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
It's tons of fun chatting to everyone. I imagine you're in a similar place.
Similar and starting to lose our voice, but we'll enunciate for your video, it's fine.
Yeah. How have you found the atmosphere so far? Like even just the number of creators and different people to see.
It's a real mix this year, because last year there was a lot of crafters, whereas this year they've added in, I would say, even more of the big names and a lot more of the guys up from down south as well. So yeah, it's really good.
And yeah, tell me what you've got on offer here. All of the shiny things.
All the shiny stuff. So basically our core franchise is a fantasy world called Mornadar, and the key product for that is a game called Legends Untold, which is an adventure card game that you can set up in 5 minutes and play it in an hour, fully cooperative, no GM required. In addition to that, we're also prototyping 2 other games, one Lord of the Horde and another one called Legends of the Brethren, which is brand new. It's been really successful this con, and it basically, the conceit on that is that it's a 4X game where you play a dwarven tribe and you're trying to explore a new realm.
What is the best dice?
I like D12s, they're nice and chunky. Yeah.
Solid choice. There's a bit of a schism happening just now, actually. I've been asking everyone. Yeah. D20 folks seem to live over this side, and Team D12 are over that way. I am joined by Tristan, who has a really shiny box for me. Tell me, what is this?
This is Shadows of Kilforth, and this is a game that I brought here to... that I should mention first as well, Inspiring Games have very kindly lent me a corner of their stand to show off the All or Nothing games that we've got here. Shadows of Kilforth is probably the most RPG style game that we do. It is a fantasy adventure game for 1 to 4 players where you explore a fantasy world, Kilforth, and you're racing against time to stop a demonic force from causing an inexorable gloom spreading across this world, and you've got to try and undo that and beat the boss to win. And you can play it competitively, cooperatively or solo.
How are you enjoying Tabletop Scotland so far?
Yeah, no, it's been really lovely. Everybody's been really welcoming. We met loads of people I've not been able to meet before because we demo a lot down in UK Games Expo and down south from here. So it's been great to meet like a new audience that we've not had the chance to connect to before. So yeah, it's really lovely.
Fantastic. How's your wallet?
Well, luckily at the moment it's untouched, but as soon as I get a minute to explore the other stands, it'll probably get hit pretty hard, so yeah.
Fantastic. And killer question I've been asking absolutely everyone. What is the best dice?
A D4, because it's the only dice that can inflict damage in real life if you step on it.
I am joined by Kayla. Kayla, what is this? Tell me everything.
So we're here at Tabletop Scotland at stall G317, where I'm here as Ratwave Gamehouse, and I've teamed up with 2 other independent creators, Laurie O'Connell, 12 Pins Press, and Alyssa and Chloe, who are Biscuit Fun Games. We're selling all of our own cool, independent, alternative games that cover a range of genres. You know, we've got sci-fi, fantasy, gritty realism, messy drama, sports, history, death, retribution. I don't know, I'm starting to go there. But we cover a range of things. We've got loads of cool one-shot games and small zines. We've got bigger stuff as well. And yeah, we're excited to be here and be waving the flag for cool sort of alternative games. And also, if you're interested in checking out Transgender Deathmatch Legend 2, a card-based beat 'em up for 2 players, go to gender.ratwave.uk.
How has the convention been for you so far? How have you found it?
It's been nice. It's been nice. It's been lovely to speak to different people. It's been super great to hear from people saying that they've played some of my games or have been looking forward to other games you have on the stall or have seen this on that, and that's always really heartening. You know, we've been getting games in the hands of people who I think are going to enjoy them. We've been running some demos. I ran 2 demos, one of my game Out of the Fold, which is a magical thriller using poker cards, and one of which, The Westmoreland, which is Laurie's Arthurian tarot-based game. So, yeah, it's been nice. I feel like I've been really in the mix here, and, you know, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I've not slept well, I've probably not eaten enough. Have I drank enough water? No, but I'm having a good time.
That feels good. Yeah, that's for later. All that self-care. We can self-care later. What is the best dice?
It's interesting. In my personal design, I always considered giving such a wild card answer of going, the best dice is playing cards. Because that's so much of what I design with it, is playing cards over stuff. When I've used dice, I use a lot of D6 because I enjoy the simplicity of them. But I like the idea, I don't know, I think I've not got enough into polyhedrals, and I do wonder if that's maybe where I go next in the world, or whether I stick and continue to be like a card-based weirdo.
I feel like I've not got enough into polyhedrals. Feels like the sentence of the weekend.
Yeah, no.
I'm joined by Carl at Dungeons and Caffeine.
Yes, hello.
How the hell are you?
I'm all right, actually. It's been a cool weekend because this is our first time here.
You sound surprised.
Well, it was. We got in as a waiting list. So we weren't certain whether or not we were actually going to get in, and then we get an email out of the blue going, hey, do you want to come? We've got space. And we were like, okay, cool.
Tell me all about Dungeons and Caffeine. What is this?
Well, Dungeons and Caffeine is kind of a love child of Lauren starting to play Dungeons and Dragons, and me wanting a resin printer, basically. So I bought myself a resin printer for my birthday this year in January, which is when this all started. And we were both kind of like, we could probably do something with this. So we started designing Dice Masters for people. That's kind of where we got started. So custom Dice Masters for people, we started selling those. And then we were like, well, we have our own Dice Masters and we make our own dice. Why don't we sell dice? It was Lauren's brainchild, if you want. And then it was that kind of, Lauren's very much the creative side of Dungeons and Caffeine, whereas I'm much more the make the computer do the right thing sort of person.
And the killer question, which I hope you're uniquely placed to answer well.
Okay.
What is, so I've been asking this to everyone.
Okay.
So accept the sense of like drama and like high stakes here. I'll edit that in. A proper good like. What is the best dice?
There's going to be 2, only because I have a specific reason for saying them. Either the D6 or the D12. And the reason for them is because they are the easiest masters to sand. They are the easiest ones because they have nice flat edges and they're easy to grip and they're really easy to sand. So I'd say those 2. I guess the D12's a bit more interesting, I guess. The D6 is just a square. But yeah, because they're easy to sand, I'd say those 2.
That was day 2 of Tabletop Scotland. I've had a blast. My throat is still intact. Really happy about that. I spent some money again, but I made so many new friends and I'm just having an absolute riot. And I will see lots of you tomorrow at tables near you, rolling natural 20s apparently. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Only second time I try. Natural 20. There we are. What a day.